Finally, let's take care of our boss's sixth requirement, adding slicers to make our report interactive. Slicers are a powerful feature in Power BI because they allow users to filter the data directly on the report page without having to dig into fields or menus. In this case, we'll add two slicers. The first slicer will be based on date, so we can easily slice the report by specific time periods. The second slicer will be based on segment, allowing us to focus on the performance of individual customer groups. By using these slicers, our boss can interact with the dashboard, drill into details, and view insights in a more dynamic way. So, let's go ahead and add these slicers to our report.
Alright, so let's see how to add slicers onto the canvas. The first step is to click on the slicers. And once you click on that, try to resize and place it just above the discount by segment. Okay, I will try to align it properly. All right, I think it's fine now. The next step is to bring in the data. And for that, we will drag and drop date field. So it was so simple and it got the data onto it, where now people can just select the date range, and based on that, the entire visualization would change. I will see that later, but now let's do some formatting as well. So for that, what I will do is I will select the slicer and then go under size and style. Size and style looks proper, and then let's add a visual border to it, give a shadow. Now we'll give a title to it, and the title would be select date range. So now people will know that they can select a date range, and based on that, the visualizations would change. Increase the size to 17. Keep it bold. Text color should be white. Background should be black. Perfect. Now, if you don't want that title of visualization, like you can see date here, which actually is not required. So for that, what you can do is you can just turn off the slide header. Now it looks neat and clean. Now, if you want to increase the size of the value, that is, if the date needs to be much more visual, and increase the size so that it's become easy to read the dates. So you can increase the size of values till 12, and this fits in perfectly. So we added one slicer. So with the help of the slicer, anyone who goes through this data can select a date range like this. See, as soon as I selected the date range, it changed, right? Now people can interact with the visualization very easily based on their requirement. So the next that we are going to use is the button slicer, and how it is different from the normal slicer, I would show it to you. So for example, if I select the date value over here as segment, now it has automatically made sure that it uses the buttons as the option to select, and people can interact with the report. So now let's first do some formatting. For that, I will change the title of the text to select segment, so people will know that they can select the segment and they can interact with the report. Select this segment, okay, and change the font to bold, and then increase the size. Text color should be white and background should be black. Okay, now it matches with our other visualizations. Okay, so now I can see that if we try to resize, everything doesn't comes in properly, and we have limited space on top. I need to squeeze in and try to adjust because we have to add few more visualizations after this. So what I will do is I will change the layout to horizontal like this. Yeah. So now I can see all the segments if somebody hovers around it, or if they want to, if they click it, people can interact to this report. Like if somebody selects enterprise, so we can see data related to enterprise only, their sales, uh, the discount, and everything they can see it by just clicking on the segment. So likewise, they can slice the data with the help of the slicer. Few more adjustment needs to be done, like adding shadow. So let's add shadow here. How will we be doing that? So for that, again, you have to go to the format, and under that, size and position, add visual border and add shadow. Now it's perfect, right? So this is how you can add a variation of a slicer. Like I usually like this, which is called button slicer. I will align it a bit little here so that there's some space for few more visuals that's going to come. There is at least two more that we're going to discuss in the next sessions. So thank you so much for going through this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.